Hey everyone, my name is Morgan Farrell and welcome to Starfall. Starfall's main focus is on teaching students how to read with phonics. Starfall is appropriate for homeschoolers, preschoolers, kindergartners, first grade, second grade, and third grade. Starfall motivates children in an atmosphere of imagination and play. Starfall does not collect personal information from children. Starfall does not require children to provide personal information to use and access their services. They encourage teachers and parents to warn children to never enter their name, address, or other personal information on any website. So now let's look at what Starfall includes. Starfall includes a store on their website that you can enter in order to buy supplement readings, books, and memberships as well. So let's click on the store button. The reason why you have to put in your date of birth is because you must be an adult to enter the store, and students cannot access the store if they are too young. So let's put in my date of birth. Okay, so here you can get readings, teaching tools, practice books. You can also find the memberships. You can buy curriculums and a bulk order form. So let's click back to the home screen. All right. So for basic membership info, you must provide general information when applying for a membership. This information includes your name, email, and password. This info that is required is solely used for identification purposes and isn't shared with a third party. Payment info when you use the store. When you make a purchase on Starfall, they require that you give them billing information. They send payment information to a secure and nationally recognized payment processor using strong industry standard encryption. Once a purchase has been made, they do not store credit card numbers, nor do they have access to credit card numbers through their payment processor. The COPA standard states that if an educator is using a website, there must be a parental consent if the student is younger than 13. This website states that if a teacher plans on using this in their classroom or if a school wants a membership to use, they need to get parental consent. So if we go to the educators button right here, it'll show you the memberships for educators. Anyone can download the free app. The membership fee for educators is only $70 a year. For a classroom, it's $150 a year, and for a school membership, it's $270 a year. If you scroll down, you can see the Starfall curriculum products. So you can get Starfall Pre-K, Starfall Kindergarten for English Language Arts, and Starfall Kindergarten for Mathematics. So let's click back at Starfall, and it'll bring us back to the homepage. So let's start off with the ABCs button right here. If we click on that, this button is for students who are just starting to read. So when we press the ABCs button, students are presented with all the letters of the alphabet. When a student clicks on a letter, the letter is said out loud. After it is said out loud, it shows the capital and lowercase letter, and the student is able to see the differences between them. So let's click on the letter A.
A.
So you can see the capital A and the lowercase a. If you press the next button, it will pronounce the letter and also show a picture that starts with that letter as well. And you click on the A.
Apple.
And it'll keep doing this the whole time.
Apples.
And you can click it again.
Alligator.
So let's click out of this. So as you can see, underneath the alphabet, there are also vowels for students to click on. And this site also features a sign language button as well. So let's go back to the home screen. Let's click on learn to read. So when you click the learn to read button, there are a list of word endings right here, a list of books that use those word endings, and then a list of skills that should have been mastered for the student. When you click on the play column, the word endings are said out loud, and a recorded voice asks the students to think of words that use those endings. So we click on Anne.
Make a word with
So it'll ask you that, and students are able to figure out words that end with that ending. If you click on the column next to it, you can click on these books, and you can click the letters.
The short A sound. Short A makes this kind of sound.
So you can click on the words, and it'll sound it out. And students can go through this and click on any word that they want.
Rat.
And that goes for any book. All right, so let's go back to the home screen. The standards from the ISTE student standards that best fit this website and are very clearly found within this website are the empowered learner, the knowledge constructor, the computational, and the creative communicator. So let's click on the It's Fun to Read button. When we click the button, we see a whole bunch of activities that students can choose from. In the All About Me button, students are asked various questions that have to do with them and who they are. Some of the questions that they are asked are you a boy or a girl? How old are you? How their hair looks, and how they like to dress. There's also about their bathroom, body, kitchen, and living room, which allows students to locate objects by clicking on the words below and dragging them to the correctly labeled object. So if we click here, you can see that they'll ask you questions, and you can click on them, and you can create your own character. And there's all about my bathroom, my body, my kitchen, my living room. So if you click on kitchen,
Put the word into the correct shape.
then you can take this and drag it to where it's labeled. And that's what that activity is.
Goodbye.
So let's go back, click the back button, click the back button again. All right, so let's click on the I'm Reading button. This button should be used by students that can read on their own and are able to understand what they are reading. When I click on this button, it brings me to this page where it shows plays, fiction and nonfiction books, comics, folk tales, Greek myths, and Chinese fables. Let's click fiction and nonfiction. The site divides fiction and nonfiction books on the right and the left side of the screen. When we click on one of the stories, we're able to click a word and have it be read to us. So we click on Happy Mother's Day, Dear Dragon.
Happy Mother's Day, dear dragon.
It'll read the book to us if we need help. When you go down to the puzzles and you click on the puzzles, it'll give you words and you have to put them in the correct spots in order to create a sentence. So let's go back to the home screen. Go back again. If we go back to the home screen, you can see that there are smaller buttons underneath of the different reading levels. These buttons include a calendar that students can use to figure out what the date is, the month, and the year. Students can also explore different holidays as well and create a snowman. They can create a pumpkin. They can make a Valentine's Day card. All these different things. So more about Starfall. If you join today, you're able to click on all of these. And if you have a membership, you're given more activities. So if we were going to do addition and subtraction, then you can see that they're grayed out, but there's some that we can use even if we don't have a membership. So this website can be integrated into the classroom because during the school day, the teacher does not have a large opportunity to listen to students read out loud and also meet with them to make sure that they are reading the words correctly. When students use this website, they are able to read books of all different genres, and they are able to click the words in the books that they read if they don't recognize it. Students are able to self-check